When you need to find the derivative of trig functions, there are 6 basic trig derivatives that you must memorize in order to make finding the longer functions easier. So these are as follows. The derivative of sine x is always equal to cosine x. The derivative of cosine x is always equal to negative sine x. The derivative of tan x is always going to be equal to secant squared x. The derivative of cotan x, or cotangent x you can say, is equal to negative cosecant squared x. The derivative of secant x is always equal to secant x tan x. And then lastly, the derivative of cosecant x is always going to be equal to negative cosecant x cotangent x. So these 6 rules form the foundation for all trigonometric derivatives. Now with that in mind, let's go over a few longer equations together. So for the first problem, if I were to tell you to find the derivative of sine x plus cosine x, what would it be? Well, the derivative of sine x is equal to cosine x, and then the derivative of cosine x is equal to negative sine x. So it would be cosine x minus sine x. Let's try another problem. If I were to tell you to find the derivative of tan x, what would it be? Well, as we did earlier, the derivative of tan x is equal to secant squared x. 2 more problems. If I were to tell you to find the derivative of secant x plus cosecant x, what would it be? Well, as we said earlier, the derivative of secant x is always secant x times tan x and then the derivative of cosecant x is negative cosecant x times cotangent x. And then let's try one last problem. Let's make this a little more difficult. If I were to tell you to find the derivative of sine 3x, so now you need to use the chain rule. You need to use the chain rule because there is a function inside of a function. So the chain rule states that we find the derivative of the outside function times the inside left alone, all multiplied by the derivative of the inside. So that would mean that this is going to equal the derivative of sine is cosine. So cosine times 3x, all times the derivative of the inside, which is simply 3. And then we can simplify this to simply be equal to 3 cosine 3x. I hope this video helped. Thank you.